Semen retention is a practice rooted in various historical, spiritual, and philosophical traditions, positing that the conscious and intentional known ejaculation of seminal fluid can lead to significant psychological, physical, and energetic shifts. Before we dive into the secrets of semen retention power, make sure you subscribe now and join our Telegram family. The link's in the description. Don't miss the exclusive insights and daily motivation that will keep your energy, focus, and discipline unstoppable. Your success journey starts today. The alluring power of the retained energy. The primary attractive element of the semen retention aura stems from a manifest increase in presence. Practitioners often report a heightened sense of self-awareness and grounding. This grounding translates into a calm, non-reactive demeanor that is inherently appealing. In a world characterized by distraction and frantic energy, a man who is deeply present and anchored in the moment possesses a rare and magnetic quality. Retention is frequently linked to a tangible boost in self-confidence, not of the aggressive, performative kind, but a deep, internal assurance. This arises from successfully mastering a powerful biological urge, leading to a profound sense of self-control and personal power. This quiet, unshakable confidence acts as a powerful aphrodisiac, signaling internal strength and reliability. In many traditions, the retained semen is believed to be transmuted into higher forms of energy, often referred to as oyas, or life vitality. This energy is thought to subtly enhance the man's overall vitality, improving his skin, eye contact, and general energetic output. This elevated vital force creates an intense, almost palpable energetic signature that women are instinctively drawn to. The energy that is not dissipated through ejaculation is often channeled into the upper centers of consciousness, which manifests notably in the eyes. The semen retention gaze is frequently described as deep, penetrating, and unwavering. This quality of eye contact conveys honesty, intensity, and a capacity for profound connection, which is a key marker of masculine attractiveness. One of the most appealing psychological benefits is the reduction of neediness or emotional dependence. The man practicing retention often becomes less reliant on external validation, particularly from a partner, for his sense of well-being. This emotional self-sufficiency is extremely attractive because it suggests a partner who is whole unto himself, capable of offering partnership rather than seeking completion. The practice is fundamentally about redirecting a powerful life force into creative, professional, or spiritual endeavors. This focused drive generates an aura of purpose and ambition. A man with a clear, directed life purpose is inherently more desirable, as he projects an image of stability and trajectory that is evolutionarily comforting. The conserved energy fuels not just physical vitality, but also intellectual and creative pursuits. This heightened mental clarity and creativity manifests as engaging conversation, innovative thinking, and a stimulating personality. A woman is attracted to a man who can mentally challenge and inspire her, and retention often sharpens these faculties. While largely anecdotal and not fully proven by mainstream science, some proponents suggest that the retention of seminal fluids alters a man's pheromonal profile. This subtle shift is hypothesized to make his natural scent more potent and appealing to women, serving as a primitive, subconscious signal of health and reproductive fitness. The discipline and inner strength required for semen retention often lead to a greater respect for the body and an increased commitment to health. This results in better posture, a more robust physique, and a general air of physical competence, all of which contribute to an unconsciously attractive presence. Paradoxically, while the practice is non-ejaculatory, it is often associated with enhanced sexual prowess, primarily due to increased stamina and the ability to engage in prolonged non-ejaculatory intimacy. This capacity for deep, sustained connection is profoundly attractive to women seeking a complete and fulfilling intimate life. The accumulated attractive qualities coalesced into what can be described as a realization of the king or a sovereign archetype. This man is a ruler of his inner kingdom, exhibiting self-mastery, responsibility, and protective strength. This archetypal energy resonates deeply with the feminine desire for a secure and powerful partner, the intimidating shadow of retained power. The very presence that is initially attractive can quickly become overwhelming. The retained energy makes the man's attention very intense, sometimes uncomfortably so. This deep, penetrating presence leaves little room for superficiality or emotional evasion, which can trigger anxiety in someone accustomed to more casual, fleeting connections. While self-control is appealing, an extreme display of it can be misconstrued as emotional repression or coldness. If the man appears too controlled or excessively stoic, a woman might perceive him as emotionally unavailable or rigid, raising fears that he cannot be open or vulnerable in the relationship. The penetrating gaze and heightened intuition attributed to the practice mean The man may perceive underlying emotional truths and hidden insecurities that a woman might prefer to keep private. The fear of being seen through or judged by such an acutely observant partner can be highly intimidating, especially in the early stages of dating. In modern dating dynamics, women often hold significant relational power, controlling the pace and initiation of emotional commitment. A man who is emotionally non-nitty and self-possessed is harder to manipulate or influence, unconsciously challenging a woman's sense of relational control, which can trigger anxiety and defense mechanisms. A man who is focused on purpose and self-mastery often projects an aura of high standards, not just for himself, but for his potential partner. This discernment, while admirable, can be intimidating. A woman may fear that she will not measure up to his expectations, or that he is seeking an ideal that is impossible to attain. The sheer force of his concentrated life energy can create a subtle, unspoken pressure on the woman to elevate her own state or commitment level immediately. This intensity can feel rushed or demanding, particularly if she is not ready to match his level of focus and intentionality in a relationship. Semen retention remains a niche, esoteric practice outside of mainstream understanding. When a woman senses an energy or behavioral pattern that deviates significantly from the societal norm for men, the unknown element can trigger caution. Her subconscious might flag him as different or too spiritual, creating a barrier. The man's non-ejaculatory approach to intimacy can disrupt the conventional understanding of sexual climax and relational fulfillment. This challenge to establish sexual scripts can be intimidating, raising anxieties about her own performance, the nature of their future sex life, or his sexual orientation if the practice is misunderstood. The clear, unwavering presence of a man practicing retention can inadvertently act as a mirror, reflecting a woman's own unresolved psychological issues or emotional shadows. She may project her own fears of inadequacy, lack of purpose, or emotional volatility onto him, perceiving the source of her discomfort as external rather than internal. The manifest self-mastery and internal power can create a noticeable power differential. While a degree of polarity is attractive, an imbalance can make a woman feel overly vulnerable or exposed, leading to a fear of being dominated or overshadowed in the relationship. The man's lack of desperation eliminates the traditional chase dynamic, which some women are subconsciously programmed to engage in. When a woman realizes she cannot win or catch him through typical maneuvers, she may feel frustrated and disengage, perceiving the lack of a chase as a lack of interest, or finding his emotional stability boring. From an evolutionary perspective, extreme intensity or power, while attractive, can also signal a potential danger. A powerful mate is a great protector, but also one whose potential wrath or capacity for control is amplified. A woman's subconscious might flash a warning. Handle with extreme care. Synthesis. The paradoxical push-pull. The attraction and fear are not mutually exclusive. Rather, they are two sides of the same coin of polarity. The fear is often a manifestation of the intensity of the attraction itself. The man represents a profound challenge to her current comfort zone, pulling her toward personal growth while simultaneously intimidating her with the distance he has already traveled. This aura draws her to the very edge of her comfort and security. The attractive force is the promise of depth, purpose, and stable partnership. The scare factor is the demand for authenticity and the potential necessity of confronting her own mediocrity or emotional baggage to be worthy of that partnership. Social conditioning plays a massive role. Modern culture often promotes a superficial, emotionally reactive, and sexually performative masculinity. When confronted with a man who embodies an ancient, disciplined, and spiritually focused masculinity, the conditioned mind's first response is often suspicion or fear, even as the primal feminine instinct is drawn to the power. It is crucial to distinguish between the initial reaction of attraction, fear, and the dynamics of a deepening relationship. The fear often dissipates as trust is established, and the woman realizes the man's power is governed by kindness and integrity. The attraction, however, is often what persists and forms the foundation of a lasting bond. Ultimately, the woman's response depends on the man's integration of his retained energy. If he is genuinely self-actualized and uses his energy to create a safe, stable, and benevolent masculine container, the attraction prevails. If he is arrogant or uses the energy to manipulate, the fear will dominate and repel. The intensity of the attraction, men and the fear are often an accurate gauge of the woman's own level of emotional and spiritual readiness for a relationship of depth. If she is prepared for a profound, purposeful connection, the attraction will guide her forward. If she is seeking only a casual or superficial bond, the fear of commitment and depth will drive her away. The semen retention aura, therefore, is not merely a personal energy but a powerful relational catalyst. It attracts because it promises the security, purpose, and depth that women instinctively desire. It's scarce because this promise requires a transformation, demanding that she rise to meet the depth of his being. The push-pull is the dynamic of growth, where the fear represents the resistance to change and the attraction signifies the inevitable pull toward a higher potential in partnership. The man's retained life force is a mirror, reflecting the greatest capacities and deepest insecurities of the woman who stands before him. Do not let this powerful momentum fade. 2 things before you go. First, hit the like button to show the algorithm we are a force, and subscribe immediately so you don't lose the frequency shift we just created. Second, you are part of a global tribe, so claim your spot in the comments by dropping your location. Need accountability, deep questions answered, or direct support? That's what our Telegram is. Join the inner circle. The link is below. Forward this video to one soul who needs to step into their power today. Have a force multiplying day.